Merhaba, and welcome back to the Ottoman campaign in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Let's see. Monthly balance. Oh, it's just updated when I hit finance? Okay. We're gonna have to sacrifice this tech budget a little bit more. We're not gonna need the big guns for, like, this soon. It's gonna be more than 3 months before I can build another battleship. But Mark II 10-inch guns in 17 months. And 7,000-ton armored cruiser in 1 month. My current armored cruisers are limited to 4,000 tons, so it might be time next month to design another armored cruiser. Because I do need more armored cruisers. I'm down to only 6. And the Dutch they've got 7, they got 8. They got 3 more here. They're going to link up with the existing fleet. My torpedo boats are being refit. They're going to be ready next month. And then I can send them down here, join up with this fleet. And I can have some torpedo boats again. Which will certainly help when fighting all those Dutch cruisers. Let's see. Politically, before I hit next turn, I wanna make sure I don't get into a war with Italy as well. I'm in enough wars as it is. Yeah, Germany does have a navy again now, but they're busy fighting the British, so I don't think I have to worry too much about that. Also, France is leading an attack on southern Germany. Alright. Anyway, onwards to December. Russia wants to be my ally for 80 million. No thank you, Russia. Scandinavia has joined the war. Or, no, not exactly my ally, but they're fighting Austria-Hungary. And Germany. So, my enemies just got another enemy. They're striking my ports. The Chinese are striking my ports. And, that's a lot more than 7 armored cruisers. So, they did link up. I don't want to fight this fight. But withdrawing was not successful. And the reason why I don't want to fight this is because I have no ammunition. I spent it all last battle. So we're gonna just have everything try to retreat. Like so. Except for the the lone torpedo boat with 1 torpedo. It will be bait. I want to draw the enemy ships away from my retreating fleet. Might lead to the loss of a torpedo boat. Maybe. And they're all retreating in good order. My armored cruisers and battleships only go 16 knots. So the enemy light cruisers will catch up. The enemy armored cruisers will not catch up. But the light cruisers will. And I don't have enough ammo to gun them all down. But they are following. See, what's the top speed of the enemy light cruisers? 20. So my 25 knot torpedo boat should be able to outrun them. No, follow me. Yeah, they're following. This means my actual battle line will regain a bit of ammunition for next month. If I can make the enemy waste all their ammunition. Okay. Okay, we're low on fuel now. And my torpedo got blown up. Well, maybe if I bait their torpedoes, they're gonna hit a bunch of their own ships. If I'm lucky. No. That's one torpedo boat lost. But if it helped the rest of my fleet get away. Which I'm not sure. It did. So technically a defeat, but mission accomplished. Mission failed successfully. That could have gone much worse. Montenegro has been conquered. The Austrians are building ships again. And they're building ships. How about offering you a peace treaty? Although, I do think if this advance is into Croatia, if my army takes Croatia, that means Austria-Hungary is done. Because they have no more ports left after that. 6 torpedo boats. Join in. 2 more light cruisers here. Fully stocked on ammunition. 4 torpedo boats here. Recently refit. Chinese Empire has 1 armored cruiser. You got a battleship too. That'll just have to be. This is like the big fight. Now, 16 months before we get the Mark II 10-inch guns that I want to have on my my next armored cruiser, but I can design them with Mark 1s. and then give them a refit after they're launched. That would be quicker. Let's just do a save before doing any ship design. And now we're gonna see if we can design a new armored cruiser. I got some new hulls, and I can build them up to 7,000 tons. That is one option. That is another option. Hybrid light cruiser. I think that's the one I have. That's the one I have. $20 knots, really? Let's say 19, so I can at least have the same speed as my my light cruisers. Resistance now is 36. If I do armored cruiser 2, $38.6. It's like kind of better, but because it's not minimum size. Yeah. 19. Towers are kind of bad. Let's take a look at the other one first. Do you have better towers? Not really. It's all just kind of crap. So we're going with the Armored Cruiser 2. Armored Cruiser 3 is going to be better once I get Armored Cruisers up to 8,000 tons. Let's see, 2.8 base, 3 long range. Yeah, this one's just better. I place it all the way back? Or are we going to have trouble with the funnel placement if I do that? No, because I can place the funnels down here. I thought I could. Why is this not possible here? Like, there's a lot of room. Can I, like, barely squeeze in 3 of these? No. There's gotta be 2 funnels then. Right. 25% funnel capacity. That is not good. Fine, we're doing 18 knots. Terrible, terrible funnel capacity, but that's how it is. Centerline guns, we're gonna go 10s. And have that way back here because I want to see if I can squeeze in a secondary turret. We're gonna go increased AP this time. And soft capped. I do not want the options that make my ship explode. What's the flash fire challenge? 19.5. Not too bad. See if I can cheese with some of our bets. Maybe. They're gonna get bigger once they're Mark IIs. So that will probably just not work. Moving that back a little bit. Only one? Huh? Why doesn't it mirror? Anyway, secondary guns, 5-inch guns. Okay, I guess we're only getting one. Where are we? There we go. And echelon secondary turrets. I mean, if it works, it works. No 5-inch casemates on this one. We're gonna stick with the 4-inchers. Secondary 4-inch guns? No. 2-inch guns, though. They fit in different places. Don't know why this is pointing backwards. But there we go. We got some 5-inch guns. Not bad. We got 10-inch guns. We even have some displacement to spare. Range is not good. But these are just gonna be sailing around in the Mediterranean. I might still replace these with 9-inch guns. I'm not too decided on that yet. 181 tons. Don't have any conning tower, I guess, will remain an armored. Casemates need some armor. We're now a bit overweight. If I drop down the range, we're no longer overweight, but that is very, very poor range. But that's if they can just sail around the Mediterranean for a bit, that'll be fine. We're gonna keep these and hope to get them to Mark II. Hopefully, we're gonna get induced boilers. And we now have standard shell loadout and standard shell weights. So no more light shells and no more reduced ammunition. So that'll be very helpful. Hopefully. See if we can put some more armor on these. No, apparently not. How about 4.5 on the 4.5 belts? Almost, almost. The conning tower doesn't weigh anything because the main tower is Almost weightless. There we go. Good enough. 5-inch guns are only Mark 1. If they'd been 6-inch guns, they would be Mark 2. Why don't I go with 6-inch guns? At 5,000 meters, 2.7 versus 0.9. Reload time is about the same. Some parts are badly placed. Ship is now overweight. Despite these turrets not having any armor yet. But we can probably come up with a fix for that. By the way, the 6-inch guns have to be 6.1s. We're gonna have problem with main guns being of different caliber, though, reducing my already quite poor accuracy. So we might just go with this anyway. Yeah. Not ideal, but nothing here is ideal. I'd like to have a thicker main belt. Come to think of it. Reduce the fore and aft belts. Can I go to 7? No. 6.2. I'm gonna keep that 6 and make these 4.5s again. So, kind of relying on enemy armored cruisers having less armor than these. Stability is 50 versus 52 on the hybrid light cruiser, so it's actually worse stability than the class they are replacing. But they are a little bit faster. And they got like steam resistance. They don't really offer much over the existing design. Torpedoes! Darn it, yes. I want to have torpedoes. That makes me a bit overweight. But these being 1.7 kilometer torpedoes, that's actually a bit of an advantage. Oh, bulkheads are heavy, aren't they? Many bulkheads, yes. .5, okay. I make these 5.9s. 5.5s then, I guess. Still not very good, but it's something. And I know the options here also make my ship lighter, but they increase the flash fire chance and the ammo detonation chance so much. I'm just afraid. I'm just afraid to do that. Now, I got some of these in port somewhere. I could see if I can give them a refit and add torpedoes to them. Because I think you can add a lot of torpedoes to this hull. We got nickel steel, we got... okay, I can't unselect reinforced bulkheads. That's annoying. And we can add some torpedoes to it. 16-inch, 1.7 kilometer torpedoes. Very useful. Useful thing to have. Semi-balanced rudder, I don't know. Standard ratio, I mean, that's fine. We're gonna go soft capped HE though. Anything I can reduce here to save some weight? Main belt hardly weighs anything. Turret armor hardly weighed anything. I can replace these 3-inch guns with 2-inch guns because the some parts are badly placed. Where? These two. Why can't I remove them? I mean, you're telling me some parts are badly placed, but you're not letting me do anything about them. There you go. Come on. Oh. Error floor. Where's the floor error? Which parts are badly placed now, game? Could you tell me? Port weight offset, 100%. I don't get it. Well, we're not doing that refit, I guess. Because that just turned into a whole mess. Even if I think I was making the ship better. But at least we did design a new armored cruiser, and I want to build some of these. It's gonna cost me 5 million a month to build 2 of them. Which means that my poor tech budget will have to suffer a bit more. But at least we're getting more ships assembled here, getting more torpedo boats added to my squadron, and these should have more ammunition now because they've been sitting in resupply range. And we need to do something about these Dutch barbarians. Oil discovery. Netherlands. Nice. We got peace with Austria-Hungary. Peace treaty signed. I can get 500 million. Or I can get Serbia and 63 million. I think I will do that. I don't want your torpedo boat. It's probably not very good. I got Serbia. War is not going well with China. I need to punish China. I don't want them getting anything from me as war operations. Germany too. And here we go. That's the big fight. I do have my torpedo boats now. Need to deal with these guys. Then I do have some torpedo boats in Badr Abbas. I can send them in here and deal with maybe a Chinese battleship. That would be fun. Torpedo boats versus battleship. Right. Alright. We do have some more ammunition, but it's not a lot more ammunition. So. Let's see, 12 knots here too. Drop you down. Torpedo boats, we got 2 divisions of 3. How are you on fuel? 85%, that's good. That's good. Probably not gonna run out then. Light cruisers. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with you guys. But, like, probably just, keep you nearby. I've not spotted the enemy yet, but they're, up here. And I know I will not be sinking the entire enemy task force this time. Just too many of them. I don't have enough ammunition. But I do want to blunt them. I want to sink some armored cruisers. And maybe some lights too. Just reduce their tonnage enough that they are not successfully invading Crete. Sunk ships is going to be worth a lot more than damaged ships here. You can come here. I don't want you getting involved just yet. Battleships. Your targets will be the enemy armored cruisers. Now let's just hope the torpedoes work as as advertised. I'm just gonna set all my guns to save. At least the big guns. The ones worth worrying about. Alright. Batavia. 90-3. Can you get close enough to launch at Batavia without sinking? Should be possible now that I've got longer range torpedoes. Yes, apparently. Two dud torpedoes. What a scam. We got torpedoes going out from all sides here now. -8, feel free to launch. There you go. I can turn around and launch at Rotterdam as well. Might score a couple hits that way. Two big torpedo hits on Batavia. Amazing. And Batavia sinks. We've already sunk one armored cruiser. Can we get more? I'm getting greedy now. But, let's see, 1.8, 13. If I lose all my torpedo boats now, they've already made their money back. That was a good trade. I mean, I haven't even traded yet. I didn't pay for that kill. Now let's see if we can. Yes, we can successfully launch on the other side as well. And we do score a torpedo hit on Rotterdam. -9 almost has their torpedoes back. These three I need to not run away. -3. You didn't survive that, did you? Which side is loaded? That's perfect, actually. Uh, 90-8 has lost all torpedoes. But this is a bit more worrying. We got enemy ships coming in. -9 is good to go. Need to speed up my armored cruisers. The enemy is getting into torpedo range. Why are you the leader? You're not in front. I have to split you too. There we go. Engine damage and flooding on Hercules. Might keep her from getting in torpedo range. -3 is gonna sink. Z-Love. Lion. Thor, you are the slowest one here. Sadly, 90-9 looks to not be surviving this. We're sailing into a bunch of enemy torpedoes, but we did score 2 torpedoes on Thor. This is not good. You need to speed up. Yeah, we are in torpedo range here, and that is not good. Are you firing HE when your AP is much more effective? It seems like -9. Our torpedo tubes are not traversing as they should. You can try turning them on and off again. You have launched torpedoes, but has anything been hit by torpedoes? Zagos Pasha, you've taken a torpedo. Means you need to detach. These cruisers here need to do something. Now I have some boats with torpedoes here as well. And we're going for the armored cruisers, of course. Now up here, we are both dead in the water with torpedoes that don't really work the way they should. I mean, if the first and best target is a light cruiser, then sure enough, can hit a light cruiser. The torpedo. Use AP for God's sake. Oh darn dosh it! Crashing into one another. Are you gonna... let's see. Turn your torpedoes off, that's my fault. Are you gonna launch from the other side? Let's see, you've got ready on this side. If they will launch. You're better off turning away, I think. You are already on this side. You should be launching. Maybe against the Seven Provincian. Your torpedo tubes are also stuck. You launch from both sides. So the fact that some of them work some of the time leads me to believe that it is not necessarily a problem with the ship design, but rather the game being what it is. 90-4 has gone away with all of that. 90-2 has also gotten away and has more torpedoes in the water. We might sink the Seven Provincian here. I'm probably going to lose 90-1. These torpedo boats are, you know, bless them, they're still afloat. Well, were. If only they would come close enough for me to launch torpedoes at them. Let's see, you've got ready torpedoes. On the wrong side though, but... 90-2. Good to go. You're gonna reload your torpedoes. And do that again. You can just like kind of turn in place here. It's difficult with both the rudder and all engines out. I get it. But Alkmaar will be in the torpedo arc if she keeps going. Just gotta hope my my torpedoes are actually traversing. Seven Provincian Zinks. My tubes are not turning. Those turned. Are we gonna get the bitter? Yeah, we do. 2 torps. 90-3 sinks. So annoying that sometimes their tubes just don't work. Let's see, -4 is good to go, and we got some crippled cruisers up here that we could deal with. Battleships still have ammo. Armored cruisers still have ammo. Reduce your speed down to cruising. I mean, so far, so good. And we're accidentally hitting a light cruiser. Love to see it. Now, what's a good target for 90-2? -4, I see your target already. It's the Thor. There we go. Now we're going for Alkmaar. Hope we don't take any, like, accidental hits crossing behind my cruiser here. That's very possible. I mean, that mechanic works both ways. We're scoring good penetrating hits on Rotterdam. We did take some hits, and darn it, there goes the torpedoes on 90-2, so she's out of the fight. There goes my plan of torpedoing another armored cruiser. Typical, it's always the torpedoes getting hit. Let's see, we've got a chance of accidentally hitting something here, I think. Let's just... yeah, my torpedo tubes are traversing. So this could be good. I don't think Thor is going to be able to avoid this. There you go. Torps away. The Rotterdam sinks. And get the last two torpedoes off against Delft. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like the tubes are turning. Which is very annoying. Thor is dead in the water, but not under the water. Van Zyl is coming closer. That's a better target. Yeah, these two... on it, stop showing me the wrong ship. These two tubes. Not turning. But I've almost reloaded the two that are working. So they can finish off the Thor. Maybe. That'd be good enough. Actually, if nothing else, you two can finish off the Thor. These two still have some ammo left. Yeah, we've sank some ships today. No more torpedoes left. Dud torpedo. 2 dud torpedoes on Thor. So the torpedoes were not blown apart. They were just launched and ineffective. If my cruisers can hit the Thor, we should be able to sink it. Yeah, there we go. Flooding hit on Thor, but apparently an already flooded section. We're down to 80 only. No, I do think the Thor is sinking. Looks like it's flooding on the bow now. Set the secondaries to fire out the other one, so we don't obscure the accuracy for the main guns. There we go, more flooding. Flash fire. Excellent, and we sank the Thor as well. Perfect. I do think this cruiser is also now as good as sunk. Yeah, it is. Arlemere sinks. So we've sank quite a few armored cruisers now. These guys out of ammo. They can just keep going. You've got some ammo left, but might as well just keep going. Battleships need to hurry up though, because the enemy light cruisers are closing in. Not sure if we can sink many more of these. But sinking some more of them would be good enough. We've got 3 torpedo boats left. So once again, life aboard a torpedo boat not safe. Another flash fire on Svanenburg, and it's spreading. This is very lucky. Very, very lucky indeed. Just need to get some flooding on the stern section. We could be sinking this. He's changing position. I was hoping we're gonna get some very good hits on Van Zyl. She crossed in front of Zwanenburg, but not like too amazing. What's your 4.5, about 1.8? I mean, potentially. Torpedo detonation, engine damaged, flooding. I think we're gonna get this one too, maybe. Flooding a lot. One Katsunis. We just need a little bit more damage on Zwanenburg. You need to actually hit for it to be any effective. And we are just firing HE at this point. Any little bit helps. Cannot afford to drop down to cruising speed because there are a bunch of angry cruisers cruising in behind us. I think Zwanenburg is gonna sink now. 9, 8. I won't switch target until it's actually gone though. Two, 1. Gone. You guys can go home. Keep going. Can up the game speed now. There's not that much happening. Just hope I can sink this one cruiser. Even without AP. Its armor is so bad and only plus 1%. Yeah, my HE is being effective, and I think Van Zyl is sinking. A bit more flooding, and that should be it. 8. Oh, more light cruisers appeared. There goes. Another armored cruiser sunk. I outrun these. I'm not sure. But I've got a good opportunity to come in here and deal with these guys. Do they only have 2 armored cruisers left? Did I sink 8? I lost count. I don't know, it looks like they only have 2 left. Might be some that are out of sight. Probably are. If I can snack up some light cruisers as well. I mean, tonnage is tonnage. They're not that much lighter than the armored cruisers, so they sure were helping in the invasion force. Do I have enough ammo to sink them, though? Maybe. Because there we go, scoring hits on Hercules. Stupid smoke. I could end it now, but I'm this close to picking up some more kills. Actually, Pontianak. Very close to sinking. Just need a little bit more convincing. Loading it on Pontianak. Might be enough. It does seem like the enemy, yeah, they do actually have more armor than the, more belt armor at least, than the armored cruisers. But their armor quality is even worse. Minus 2%. This one is +3, so might be individual ship flaws. Target the one in the back, and we're gonna score a bunch of hits on Hercules, hopefully. No? Back to Hercules then. What's my fuel level? 33%. To speed up here because the horde is closing in. There we go. That's Hercules gone. Maybe I should have ended the battle when I had the option. I don't want my battleships getting caught and sunk by a bunch of light cruisers. Maybe I got too greedy. At least we did sink one. Might get this guy too, because it decided to sail in front of one getting shot up. Fine, we're switching to you then. Since you're almost dead now too. Out of main gun ammo. They got 3 armored cruisers left. Yeah, that makes sense. Deserve. Sadly, no more ammo. And I think I've overstayed my welcome here. We're gonna end it. Like that. We sank 8 ships. Including 7 of their armored cruisers. And only 1 light cruiser. Dutch light cruisers are something else. Well, not really. It's just my gunnery not being that good. We lost 3 torpedo boats, though. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. That was a pretty good win. And even better, the game did not freeze upon exiting the battle. Kiel Canal is open. It seems I just initiated a bunch of invasions just before the war ended. I'm gonna save it here just in case. I still have a 100% chance to succeed in this battle. $50,000, $10,000. No, they don't. It's just not updated. It's just not updated. Not sending these torpedo boats to Genda. And just hope that maybe they can encounter something. Because currently I'm technically losing against Germany and China. Because they've been striking my ports, and I don't have enough of a navy to do anything about it. Which is very annoying. That's how it is. If I can sink a Chinese battleship with torpedo boats, that would be very nice. You're going, like, out here. How far are you gonna get in 1 month? It's possible that my torpedo boats will encounter it by chance. That would be pretty sweet. Because I think my 3 torpedo boats can take on a battleship. Especially if it's alone. Yeah, finances. That money from Austria-Hungary, that was very helpful. We got Serbia as well, which is decently valuable piece of real estate. Anyway, that's it for this one. It seems we got the Dutch menace under control. The attacker tonnage just hasn't updated here, but they have 60,000 tons out of 90,000 required. So they're not going to pull this off. Goodbye, and take care.